Hey everybody, this is your contrast and complex training. In terms of equipment today, you're gonna need a medium set of weights, a heavier set of weights, and then an optional bench if you've got access to one. We do have a warm-up, so let's make our way down to the mat to get it started. So we're gonna start our warm-up with the right leg front, left leg back, make sure your toes are tucked under, right arm comes up. We're just gonna go for a nice narrow windmill. So I'm gonna reach my left hand right next to my right foot, take a big spiral up to the ceiling, make sure you're stretching through that right glute, and then we'll come back up. Make sure you're also squeezing those legs for stability. Good. We're gonna take 2 more here. Last one. Perfect. Before we go to the other side, watch me once. We're gonna stand from that right leg. We're gonna cradle the opposite leg in as we stand, okay? If that's a little bit too much, the stand or the kneeling to stand, just give me a standing cradle, okay? So right leg in front, we're gonna step up, cradle that left leg, big hug, all the way back down to the ground. Good, we're going for 5 of these. Really find that balance, so it's like you're pushing that right foot through the floor, nice and steady. Good, 2 more. Give me 1 more here. Very nice, and we'll do that all on the other side. So left leg front, right leg back, tuck your toes under, left arm up. We're gonna reach the right hand next to that left foot, all the way up. Pinch the inner thighs together for stability. And I want you to think of stretching through that left glute as you come into that rotation. We got 2 more. Last one. Very nice. We're gonna stand and cradle that right leg. So we stand up, find that cradle, and down. Give me 4 more. As you do that cradle, nothing else moves. So we don't want to round forward or tip to the side. 2 more. Very nice. Last one. Very good. We're either going to come down to the knees and sit back on the heels, or you can sit crisscross if that's more comfortable on the knees. We're just going to do some kneeling scap bars. So reaching the arms out in front all together. Let's reach the shoulder blades forward, shoulders up to the ears. We bring it back and down. 4 more. Forward, up, back, and down. Forward, up, back, and down. 2 more. So elbows stay straight. Good. Make sure we're not working with the body, and we're gonna reverse it. So let's come up. No, we're gonna go, what do we do? Up, forward, down, back. Good, so we're gonna go forward. Good, up, back, and down. 50% chance that we're doing the same direction. That's okay. Doesn't really matter. This is the part of class that's also gonna challenge our brain. All good. Give me 1 more for good measure. Perfect. All right, y'all, we're gonna hit a bear crawl. So I'm gonna give you 2 options here. Option 1, we can actually crawl. So what that's gonna look like, we come into our bear plank, one side of our mat, opposite arm, opposite leg forward, crawling across our space, keeping the hips nice and low. If moving through your space isn't an option for whatever reason, you're just gonna hold your bear plank, okay? If the knees start to get a little funky, walk it back. So we're gonna take 30 seconds here. Bear crawl, bear plank hold, or straight leg hold. Here we go. Make your way to the back of your mat. 30 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. So we walk it forward. This isn't about speed. This is about quality of movement. When you get to one side of your mat, you just walk it back. Good. So I want you to keep the hips low. We don't want to be twerking the butt up to the ceiling. Good. So knees are hovering. Those knees are going to get nice and warm here. Less than 10. Very nice. We're out on 3, 2, 1. Stand it up. Grab one of your heavy weights, kettlebell or dumbbell, whatever you prefer. We're gonna go for a kickstand deadlift hold. So let's start with the right leg front. Left leg is back. Toes are just tucked under. What you're gonna do with one of your weights is send it down to the ground, and we're gonna hold this position. If you wanna make it a little spicier, you're gonna rotate slightly over that front leg, bringing the foot over, the weight over top of the foot. And again, you can use a dumbbell, same exact thing, bringing it down, option to rotate over. So we're gonna hold 20 seconds on each side, and just like in that windmill, I want you to think of really stretching through the back of the hips, okay? Let's go for it. 20 seconds each side, right leg front, left hand has that weight in 3, 2, and 1. So we send the butt back. Again, option to rotate slightly over that front leg. Good, so we're shining that tailbone to the back wall, really stretching through that right glute. Nice job. We're up and we're gonna switch sides in 3, 2, and 1. Stand up, take your time. We're gonna have 10 seconds to switch. So left leg front, right leg back. Make sure we're not so far back it becomes a squat, okay? And let's send it down and back. 20 seconds here. You should feel that left glute stretching. Make sure your right arm doesn't slack. So I want you to squeeze your armpit down. You're over halfway. We're out of this in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand it up. Very nice. All right. So we're gonna make our way into our strength block. So let's chat really quickly about the format of today's workout. We're gonna see 2 different main blocks. First block is going to be our contrast training. Second block is our complex training. What the heck does that mean? Let's talk about our contrast training. We're gonna take a strength exercise and a power exercise that move in the same plane of motion or the same movement pattern, but one is strength and one is power, okay? So let me show you our first 2 drills and then we'll go through it together. We're gonna start with a kickstand deadlift. 1 or 2 heavy weights. We're gonna go right leg front, left leg back, send the hips back, all the way back up. So it's pretty much the same thing we just did, except now we're moving it. We're gonna go for 6 on each side. So again, it's very low rep, so we wanna go heavy here if we have access to it. After that, we're gonna go right into a vertical jump. So the way we're gonna set this up, arms out in front, we come back, jump it up and land. Out, up, down, and land. If you are not into the jumping today, totally fine. You do the same thing, just to the balls of the feet. So we're gonna do 6 reps of our kickstand deadlift on each side, right into just 3 of those vertical jumps. Again, we're working the same thing, hip extension. We just happen to be doing 1 for strength, 1 for power. So we're gonna do 4 rounds of the kickstand deadlift and then 3 rounds of the vertical jump. So after we do our last round of the deadlift, we're not gonna do 1 more round of the vertical jumps. If that doesn't make sense, it'll make sense in a moment. Let's get it started. So 1 to 2 weights. I'm using a 25 and a 30 here for reference. They don't have to be opposite. I just don't have 2 of the same kettlebells. So we're going for 6 reps. Right leg front, left leg back. Here we go. Squeeze the armpits down. Inhale as we send the butt back. Exhale to push the floor away. Again, it is low rep, so I want you to load it up if you have access to it. Heads up. Heads up. Heads up. Once you hit 6 on one side, no rest. Switch the legs directly into the second side. Once you are done with those, ditch your weights. We're gonna go 3 vertical jumps. We're gonna give everyone a few more seconds to catch on up. Again, your prep here is out, quick dip down, straight up, okay? Here we go. 3 in your own time. And I want a full reset between every rep. Woo! Once you are done your 3, take a minute. Good work, everybody. Let's chat. If you have questions, comments, concerns, drop it in the chat on the side. Let's talk about form. So, biggest mistake I see with any type of deadlift is not enough knee bend. So a lot of times we think, oh, it's hip dominant, so I don't even want my knee involved. This position is gonna pull on your sciatic nerve. It's gonna feel like your hamstring. Might be a little, but it's gonna irritate that sciatic nerve over time. So I want you to just take a soft bend of the knee. Knee in line with the ankle. We want that nice neutral shin angle so we can really get a bigger stretch on the glutes, okay? That's gonna be our main focus, round 2, finding the correct amount of knee bend. For our vertical jumps, I do not want us hanging out down here too long. The more we sit down here, the more we're just kind of jumping without any momentum. I want you to use that quick explosion of the hips to get as much height as possible, okay? We got 5 seconds. Round 2, grab your weights. Again, we're doing 4 rounds of our kickstand deadlift. So this is round 2. Here we go, right leg front, left leg back. We got 6. Inhale down, exhale up. Find that soft knee bend, knee in line with the ankle. Once you hit your 6, you go right to the second side. Woo! All right, ditch your weights. We'll give everyone a few more seconds to catch up. Again, short time in your loaded hips, okay? Let's go, 3 vertical jumps. Woo! 1 minute to recover. Nice job, everybody. Okay, 2 more rounds. Yeah, that's it. So let's start to think about what we should be feeling, right? We talked about our form. We talked about breath a little bit that last time. Let's talk about what we should be feeling. As we're in our kickstand deadlift, we should feel whatever leg is front, that glute stretching. You might also feel some side butt, added bonus. That's because our hips are gonna be staggered. That side butt is in charge of our hip stability, okay? In terms of our vertical jump, to be honest, you shouldn't feel much. If you feel your glutes a lot, you're probably sitting in that loaded position for too long. We wanna think of this as quick. So it's like you're pulling back on a rubber band, snapping it, okay? We have just about 15 seconds. So let's grab our weights. I'm gonna switch mine since they're uneven, so I can make it even. Great, right leg front. Woo, we got 6 more. Pick those weights up. Let's go, 6.
They better stop playing. He sped up around and drove right in front of us. Could be one time just trying to bust one of us.
Once you hit 6 on one side, no rest, right to the second leg.
Before we jump out and get ready to clown. Nigga, call up the homies, it's about to go down. Keep one eye open cause the streets don't sleep. If the streets get hungry, then the streets gon' eat. That's why I keep some heat and a couple of...
Once you hit your 6, ditch your weights. We'll give everyone a moment to catch on up. We're going 3 vertical jumps. Woo! Let's go when you're ready. All right, 1 minute on the clock. Good news, if you remembered, that was our last round of jumps. Woo! So we're not gonna end with the jumps. We're gonna end with 1 more round of kickstand deadlifts, okay? Let's really quickly, as we finish out our last little half of this superset, let's talk about why, right? Like it kind of makes sense just in plain view. Okay, strength, power, kind of the same movement pattern, but why are we doing that? So we are basically making ourselves stronger in both of these things by putting the power and the strength right next to each other. A lot of ways to format this, a lot more science behind it. That's all you need to understand, okay? So we can improve our power and our strength based on where we put these things in our workout, how close together they are, and the rep ranges. So that's all you need to know. Aside from that, we're gonna do 1 more round of this strength exercise. We got 10 seconds. Grab your weight or weights of choice. Let's finish it out strong. Then we're gonna move into some upper body work. Right leg front, left leg back. We got 6, everybody. Once you hit 6, you switch legs. No rest.
Dirty South mind blown, dirty South bread. Catfish fried up, dirty South bed. Sleep in a cop picking dirty South bed. Dirty South cuz, give me dirty South. Hand me down flip flop.
Woo! All right, ditch your weights when you're done. If you have a bench, we are gonna pull that out for some chest pressing. Flat chest pressing, doesn't need to be anything crazy. If you would rather do this on the floor, for whatever reason, like not owning a bench, you're gonna do some floor pressing, okay? So, similar in terms of our structure, we're gonna be going for 6 chest presses. Let me show you our setup, and then let me make sure that I have the space. Here we go. I'm gonna set it up like this, and then I will show you our second exercise. So, we're gonna be doing straight old chest pressing. We roll it down, punch the ceiling, scoop the shoulders underneath of us, feet are planted, inhale down, exhale, push. It's only 6 reps, so if you can challenge yourself, this is the time to do so. Second exercise, we're doing a plyo push-up. So if you have a bench and you cannot do this from the floor, here's how we're gonna do it. We're gonna take our push-up, you're gonna push, push, so we get some air. I can do like 1 from the floor, so I'm gonna do it incline. We are doing 3. If you do not have a bench or chair, you're gonna do it from the knees, because we still want that nice power at the top. And if that impact is too much on the wrists, give me a tempo change, knees or toes. Down 2, 3, up 1, okay? So we have tons of options here. I'm gonna do like this, so we don't lose any of the action. Great, let's go for it. So we're doing the exact same structure, 4 rounds of the chest pressing, 3 rounds of the push-ups, 6 reps here. Let's go for it. So make your way. I'm gonna hate this angle editing because it's gonna be, angle number 2 is just gonna be up the crotch. So here we go. You know what? We're getting a crotch view, it's fine. Hello, crotch view camera. Okay, 6 reps. Let's go for it. It's hard when you work out in the box. 6 here, inhale down, exhale push. Once you hit 6, you're gonna roll it up, ditch your weights, and we're coming into 3 plyo push-ups. Again, knees, toes, floor, bench, whatever you can produce power with. Once you hit your 3, 1 minute on the clock. All right, that got chaotic with all of the crotch talk. Let's chat for a second. If we have questions, comments, concerns, drop it in the chat. Let's talk about breathing here. So as we come down, imagine I'm laying down. Inhale down, exhale up. As you do the same thing with your push-up. Inhale down, exhale up. So we see it's the same movement pattern. It's just where the resistance is. In terms of our arms, big thing, I know we talk about it all the time with chest pressing and push-ups. We wanna make sure we're not coming straight out to the side. It's gonna put a lot of unnecessary tension on the front of the shoulder. So I want you, as you're with your dumbbells, little turn, so we're making more of an A shape, okay? So just keep playing with that. And let's say you don't have super heavy dumbbells or kettlebells and you still wanna work on your chest pressing, you can do a chest fly instead with your medium weights, okay? So we always have lots of options depending on what our equipment is. Let's go for round 2. We have 6 more. Use your breath, find that A shape. Let's go. I'm young, wild, and strapped like G.I. We ain't got nothing to worry about. Whoop ass, let security carry 'em out. Watch out for the medallion, my diamonds are reckless. Feels like a midget is hanging from my necklace. Very nice. Bring it on up. We're gonna go right into our plyo push-ups. Let's go 3 here. What's wrong? The club and the moon is full, and I'm looking for a thick young man. Woo! All right, crawling over to my clock. 1 minute recovery. Even on the incline, those are tough, especially right after the chest pressing. So we have 2 more rounds, but again, we're gonna cut the push-ups the last round. So this next round is our last round of push-ups. Let's really keep dialing in on our form. So the heavier we go, the more likely we are to really let momentum pull the arms down. I want you to think of pulling the weights down to push the weights back up. The more we can maintain that tension in the bottom, the less risk of injury, obviously, but the more we're actually gonna be able to get ourselves out of the bottom with control. We have about 20 seconds here. So locate your weights, make your way to the bench or floor. Actually, I'm gonna show a floor press this time. I just kind of assumed we would all put that together. I think we did, but let's just make sure. So if you're on the floor, you can either bend the knees, put the feet on the floor, or you can straighten out the legs if you wanna get a little bit more of a challenge. Here we go, 6 reps when you're ready. Like that. Very nice. Once you're done, you're gonna go plyo push-ups. I'm on the floor. We're gonna do them on the floor. Here we go. 3. 1 minute recovery. Nice work, everybody. Okay. 1 more round. Just the chest pressing. We're gonna take away the crotch shot. You're welcome, camera 2. And we got one more round, 6 reps. So if you're doing this on the floor, you'll also notice, obviously the floor is there, so your range of motion is a little limited. So if you have lots of options with dumbbells, you can probably go a little heavier than if you were on the bench. So if you want to play with that for your final round here, you're more than welcome to. It's gonna be our last round of chest pressing. And then we're gonna work into our complex training, which is gonna be a little bit more for our brain, which we'll talk about in just a moment. So 20 seconds, get yourself situated. What are the things we're focused on? A shape, tension through the full lift, so pull down to push up, and breathe. All right, breath is gonna save you here. Let's go. Set yourself up. We're going 6 reps.
Read your horoscope and eat some hors d'oeuvres. 10 on pump 1, these hoes is self-serve. 757-410's my cell phone just overload. I've got hoes. I've got hoes in different areas.
Woo. Once you are done, ditch your weights, put your bench away, and we're gonna move into our next block. So, as you're finishing up, everybody, let's chat. We are gonna be doing some different skill work, things like swings, cleans, split jerks, curtsy lunges, all of this fun stuff. So you can use a kettlebell or a dumbbell. I've made sure that this combo works either way, and I'm gonna show you both. So all we're gonna do round 1 is practice each individual skill for 30 seconds on each side. So skill number 1 is a single arm swing. Kettlebell. We're gonna start this on the floor. You're gonna find your triangle stance, but line your arm up with the, line your working arm up with the weight. We're gonna send the butt back, tilt your bell, hike push. We're gonna go for 30 seconds, but if you find that 30 seconds with your weight is a little too much, just work until you find that your form starts to break down, okay? If you're using a dumbbell, same rules apply. Pick your poison in terms of how long you wanna work. We're gonna start with it on the shoulder. Legs are tighter. We're gonna toss it out, push. Toss, push. So with both of these, we wanna make sure the hips are driving the movement. So the 30 seconds is not really, I need you to work for 30 whole seconds no matter what. It's just practice time. So if you feel good with your swings, you give me 10, 12 swings and you're like, I'm good, I don't need to practice anymore, that's fine. More of the work is gonna come as we string everything together, okay? So let's get it started. 30 seconds on the clock. I'm gonna show dumbbell round 1, kettlebell round 2, or side 2, just because I feel like we don't see as much of the dumbbell work. I wanna make sure it's clear. So weight on the floor, dumbbell on the shoulder. 30 seconds, right side, 3, 2, and 1. So 30 seconds, we're practicing, sending those hips back, using the power of the legs to swing that weight. You'll notice my opposite arm is moving with my hips. So I'm coming back, push, back, push. That's gonna give you more power. If you need a breather, you place it on the shoulder. We got less than 10. Let's go. 3, 2, and 1. Take a breath. I'm gonna show kettlebell for our side number 2. And let's go for it. 30 seconds on the clock in 3, 2, and 1. So again, this isn't about doing 30 full seconds of swings. It's about making sure you feel comfy with the weight you're about to use, okay? Good, keep on working. Quick tip for your kettlebell. We wanna make sure thumb to bum. So I'm getting right up in there. There's a lot of crotch work today. We got 3, 2, and 1. So with your swings, the lower we hike, the more it's gonna pull in your low back. So get that bell right up in there, okay? Second exercise, cleans. For our kettlebell, we're gonna work from a hang position. So our weight's gonna be hovering off the floor. We're gonna drive the elbow back, punch the shoulder, elbow back, hover. If you're using a dumbbell, same exact thing. It's just a little less technical. So I would say, if you've never done a kettlebell clean before, stick with the dumbbell today. But we really wanna make sure, down and back, down and up, using those hips. Again, I'm gonna show dumbbell round 1, kettlebell side 2. Let's go, 30 seconds, right side in 3, 2, and 1. So we hover, back punch, back down, back punch, back down. You'll notice my feet are leaving the floor because essentially it's the same concept as our kickstand deadlifts and vertical jumps. I'm trying to get my hips up powerfully and down. Good, you got less than 10. Same thing here. If you don't need to practice your cleans for 30 whole seconds, you don't have to. 2, 1, and breathe. We're gonna go to the left side. I'm gonna flip around so everyone can see. Let's go for it in 3, 2, and 1. So we're hovering. Back punch, back down. So with the kettlebell, again, it's a hang clean. So make sure we're hanging off the floor. Good. And the big thing here I want you to think about is a loose grip. The tighter our grip, the more that bell is just gonna flop over. So we need to have that loose grip so the bell can glide around, okay? Less than 10. 3, 2, 1, recover. Very nice, okay. Second exercise, split jerk. And by second, I mean third. Woo, brain, okay. So it's actually the same mechanics, kettlebell and dumbbell. Dumbbells on the shoulder or kettlebells on the shoulder. Right arm, so right leg goes back. We're gonna prep, drop, extend, back to the shoulder. Prep, drop, extend, back to the shoulder. If that drop is too much, you're just gonna give me either a normal jerk or you can give me a push press where the leg stays straight. Whatever feels like it's in your wheelhouse, okay? It's the exact same thing with a kettlebell, so I'm not gonna show it. Let's go for it, 30 seconds. Again, this is just practice time. It's not that you need to fill the full 30. Let's go in 3, 2, and 1. So we take a little dip, dip, drop, extend, then the shoulder comes down. Prep, drop, extend, shoulder comes down. Biggest mistake I see is that the front leg doesn't move. So we wanna make sure we're not just stepping back. We're splitting the floor like the floor splits under us. Prep, drop, up and down, but make sure you're actually stable. So you're not allowed to come up until you're stable. 3, 2, 1, recover. Good. I am gonna do kettlebell round 2 because I said I would. So let's go for it. Here we go. Left side in 3, in 2, and 1. So it's on the shoulder, left leg goes back now. Prep, dip, up, and to the shoulder. Prep, drop, up, and down. Good. For our breath, you can hear me. Exhale to catch yourself. Then we continue breathing. Good, 10 seconds. I've got my opposite arm out for counterbalance, and just to remind me to have full body tension. 3, 2, 1, breathe. Okay, this last one's a doozy. I'm gonna give you a ton of options. Let me show you the first thing, or the first variation, then we'll scale it back. So, we're gonna go for, let me show right side, a lateral lunge. Weight is gonna be neutral if you're using a dumbbell. We're gonna clean to the shoulder, curtsy lunge behind us. So it's a lateral lunge, curtsy clean. If you're like, Justina, totally fine. Take out the curtsy lunge. You're gonna lateral lunge, clean to the shoulder. Lateral lunge, clean to the shoulder. If the clean is too much with the weight you have, lateral lunge, okay? 3 tiers. Pick the thing that makes the most sense to you. I'm gonna show dumbbell, then I will show kettlebell. Let's go. Right arm, so we're lunging to the left first. 3, 2, and 1. So, we lunge it over, curtsy clean. Good. Very nice. We bring it down. So everything is fluid and connected. Option 2, no curtsy lunge. Option 3, we're gonna keep the weight low the whole time, just the lateral lunge. You have 10 seconds left. Woo! 3, 2, 1, recover. All right, second side. Woo! Catch your breath. You're gonna get a nice big rest after this. I'm gonna keep sweating. So just know you have rest coming up, everybody. Left arm, we're going to the right. 3, 2, and 1. So we lunge it over, curtsy clean. Yes, option 2, lunge, clean up. Option 3, weight is low the whole time. Lunge, bring it back. Watch your knee, okay? Good, your power is gonna come from your hips. So really hip hinge here, back, 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 back. Use that leg, recover. Okay, Wow, amazing. What's next? So, we know all of our skills now, right? Swings, cleans, split jerks, lateral lunge curtsies, cleans. We're gonna put it all together. So round one is gonna be the hardest. We're gonna do 5 of everything. So we're gonna do 5 swings, right into 5 cleans, right into 5 split jerks, right into 5 lateral curtsy lunge cleans, okay? So there's a transition I wanna talk you through. Let me show you kettlebell first. We're gonna do our 5 swings. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. After the 5th one, you're gonna hike past clean to the shoulder, okay? If you haven't really learned that yet, don't overthink it, because then we're just gonna go down and up. Then we're gonna do our 5 cleans, okay? Weights already here for our split jerks. Weights already here for our lateral curtsy lunge. So that's really the only weird transition. With the dumbbell, it's pretty much the same thing. We'll be swinging, and then you'll just rack it on the shoulder, spread the legs, go right into your cleans, okay? Whew. I'm gonna show kettlebell this first time because it is a little more complex, and then I'm gonna show dumbbell. We're gonna do 5 of everything on the right. Then we're gonna reset, go directly into 5 of everything on the left. So no break until we're done our 5 and 5 on each side. Then we take a whole minute to recover. This is the hardest push. If you need a little guidance on weight, this should be moderate. I'm using a 25. That feels really doable to me, okay? So let's go for it. We're gonna start with 5 swings. Dumbbells, you're here. Kettlebells, you're here. Let's go for it. 5 swings all together. Hike and push, let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. You're gonna clean it to the shoulder. Good, everyone freeze. Let's drop it down and hover. Hover, give me a clean. Good, 4 more. 1 more, leave it on the shoulder. Narrow your stance, right leg back, 5 split jerks. Prep drop, bring it up to the shoulder, 4 more. Last one, leave it on the shoulder. Lateral lunge over to the left, curtsy clean, 4 more. After you're done this last one, we reset on the floor. We're not gonna make it fancy. Right to the left side. You should feel out of breath. Let's go. 5 here, 5 swings. After this 5th one, hike past clean, shoulder. Good, we all meet here. Widen your stance. Drop it down, clean. Give me 4 more. Hold it on the shoulder. Narrow your stance, left leg back. Prep punch, bring it up. Shoulder, 4 more. After this last one, leave it on the shoulder. Lunge to your right. Bring it down. Curtsy clean. Woo!
I think I'm gonna try something that I ain't never did before on this.
After your last one, whew, bring it down. Ugh. Take a minute. Wow. Yeah, that's hard. That's what I get for using my working weight to coach a workout. Dummy. Okay, I'm gonna show dumbbell next time. So, round 2, 3. We're gonna do 3 reps of everything. So it shouldn't feel like this. It should feel better. Okay, we have 35 seconds. So, let me just get ourselves set up. My dumbbell's like over half less weight than my kettlebell. So, you should feel like this. It was dumb of me to pick that because I have to talk to you. Lesson learned. We got 20 seconds. So that's good to see what working weight looks like. Sometimes I like sneakily use lighter weight, and you're probably like, why is she not panting like me? Here we go, I am. We got 10 seconds. 3 of everything. So, hand on bell, kettlebell or dumbbell. We're gonna go 3 swings right into your clean. Here we go. Start it up. Good. Then we hike past clean to the shoulder. Good. Widen your stance. Let's go. 3 hang cleans. Last one. Narrow your stance. Right leg back. 3 split jerks. 2 more. Last one. We're gonna lunge to the left. Lateral lunge. Curtsy clean. 2 more. Last one. Woo! Switch your weight to the other side. So kettlebell to the floor, dumbbell to the shoulder. 3 swings, let's go. Hike past clean to the shoulder. Widen your stance. We hang. Clean it up. 2 more. Good, narrow your stance. 3 split jerks. Left leg goes back. 2 more. Good, we're lunging to the right. Once you're done, ditch your weight. We're gonna put our minute on the clock. Great work, okay. Last round, singles. I'm gonna go back to kettlebell now that I've recovered a little. So now, we're gonna do 1 swing, hike past clean. Then we're gonna go 1 hang clean, narrow the stance, 1 split jerk. We lunge, curtsy clean. Then we go right to the other side, okay? So this is where we do need to kind of put our brain on because things are gonna move a little bit faster. We are only gonna do this once. This would be a great one to repeat another time on demand if you want to, okay? We still have 20 seconds of rest. So with complexes, think about taking it in chunks. What do you need to know at the beginning? 1 swing, right to the shoulder. Now, where am I going? Widen the stance. 1 hang clean, we have a stopping point. Split jerk, we have a stopping point. Lateral lunge curtsy. So there's pretty much a stopping point between everything except the swing and bringing it to the shoulder, okay? So let's get our brains on. This is for our brain health. Let's go for it. 1 swing, bring it to the shoulder, hike past clean, right side. Let's go. Once you're here, we're gonna hang between the legs. 1 clean. Narrow your stance, right leg back, 1 split jerk. Good, bring it to the shoulder, left leg out, lateral lunge, curtsy. Good, we're gonna do right to the other side. Reset your weight. Let's go, 1 swing to the shoulder. Nice, we hang, clean. Narrow your stance, left leg back. Good, to the shoulder, this is it, right leg out. Curtsy clean. Whoo, and let it go. Very nice job. We're gonna sit, finding your crisscross position. We're just gonna start nice and slow, looking side to side. Let the heart rate come down. So like I said, that was hard, obviously. This is a great one. Even if you just wanna do the last half of the workout, let's start to tilt. This is a great one to do to get better and better at. Stuff like this where we're stringing exercises together is obviously gonna be good. Let's go up and down for our cardiovascular health, for our strength to a point, right? Our endurance. But a lot of this too is brain health, which I feel like is something that isn't talked about a lot with our movement. But as we age, let's go for some circles. They don't have to be cars. You can just make any circles you like. As we age, which all of us are doing, no matter how old or young you are, switch directions, we're gonna start to lose some of that cognitive function naturally, right? So studies have shown one of the best ways to help reduce your risk of things like dementia, Alzheimer's, which obviously do have a huge genetic component. Let's open and cross those arms. Moving in complex patterns, working on your coordination, your memory in your movement is gonna be a great way to help reduce your risks of that. Let's bring the left arm across the chest. Big stretch here. And switch the arms. Good. Let's take a quick butterfly. So soles of the feet together. Whew. And just hanging out here. My hips definitely feel a little bit tight today. Did a lot of sitting. If you want to take a little hinge forward or a full round, whatever your body's kind of craving, little lean side to side. Very nice. Let's find that crisscross position. And we're gonna take one final breath all together, everybody. Let's go. Arms up. Big exhale, pull it down to heart center. Take it with you for your night. Make some noise.